Car is very, very different, you know, in the way that it's been constructed and put together, and I think that, you know, it's a clean sheet of paper. Yeah, we know the car, but yes, it's the way that it's been constructed and put together is completely new. So, yeah, there's a big challenge ahead for everybody at Pratt & Miller and Corvette Racing, and also for the drivers to start driving and learning a new car, a new sort of set of circumstances that we have, and also racing in a new category against drivers that we pass all the time in the races that we do, but we're, you know, now going to be right up against them, you know.
Well, that's why it's not a goodbye and it's not a hello. It's just we change category. We go racing against Ferrari, against BMW, against Porsches, and I think it will be a lot of fun. Very tough at the beginning because those guys has a lot of experience in the category, even if it's still a Corvette. But it's a new rules, new engine, new car, so I think it will be a little time of adaptation, but for sure Corvette will be there.
You know, I'd rather get beat than not, not race. So not being able to race other than at Le Mans, we've had competition there. It makes it really hard. It's hard on the guys to race each other. You know, and most of them end up coming down to the pit stop. So if one team messes the pit stop up, the other team wins. So sometimes that's hard to take. It's, you know, it's like beating up on your brother. You know, it's not a lot of fun. So when we get to go against these Ferraris and Porsche, you know, the Viper and all those cars, I can't wait.
Not only do you have great teams, but you have, you know, some of the world's best sports car drivers now in GT2. And so, so athletically, we all look forward to it. And but you know, you find out how good you are, whether it be a team or as a driver or anything, by your ability to rise to a challenge. And without a doubt, Pratt & Miller, they're awesome. They are smart guys, you know. And really what is so cool about this whole thing, you know, most teams, there's a very big European influence on them regardless. This is an American team. This is an American team that, you know, with American engineers, and all right, there's only one American driver, I can live with that. But really, you know, this is, you know, these are the guys that, you know, in high school were getting 1600s on their SATs, you know, designing this stuff, and they toss the keys to me.
You can move the car around wherever you want it, and it's stable and it's predictable every step of the way. You don't have that aero worry built into it. Consequently, these guys are just geeked about driving. It's fun to drive. To a man, is all they do is have a big grin on their face when they get out of it. We can't wait to get racing with this.
I think the best memory would have to be our first win at Texas.
Our first win in Texas in 2000.
Actually, our first victory in Texas in 2000.
There's been, don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of really good ones, but that first one is really tough.
First time we finally broke through that Viper barrier.
Just horrendous conditions, heat-wise, and but it was an opportunity. One of the neat things we liked about that race, going to a track that at that time the Orica Viper team had not been to. So this was an opportunity for us as a team to go there straight up. Nobody had been to the track, and it was a roval, infield road course on an oval, and the car was awesome.
I'm sure my best memory is Le Mans in 2004, winning for the first time for me. It was such a fantastic moment and a special moment. So that is the biggest.
There was a really cool time in history when we were beating, you know, marques like Ferrari, you know, and Viper and Porsche and BMW, and we beat them all, and they went away. And you know, no one really wanted to step up against the mighty beast. And so, you know, we decided we're going to go down to GT2. So we're most looking forward to the engineering challenge. You know, the Chevrolet, this race team is a challenge for engineers.
You know, I love this class, I love this car. I've really enjoyed racing in this series with this car, this category. I think it's created some fantastic racing. You know, I look back at that season in 2006 when we raced against Aston Martin the whole year, and it was marvellous. It was just amazing racing, some really, really close ones. And yeah, you know, there was a lot of needle between the two teams, but I think that's what, you know, that's what racing needs. And I look back at that year very fondly, and the fact that we won the championship that year also, you know, is a big plus.
A lot of guys in the paddock don't know how hard we are racing. And you know, you hear rumors, well, those guys have forgotten how to race. We've forgotten nothing. We've just gotten hungrier. And so we are very much looking forward to the challenges ahead of going against, you know, really GT2 right now is where the action is. You've got great manufacturer involvement with BMW, Porsche, Ferrari, you know, and to bring, you know, America's greatest sports car in history, you know, into the fray is going to be just more rocking chair equity for us.
First of all, we're racing. That's what we do this for. The guys at home have been working on the best race car we've ever built. I'm confident that it is the best car Pratt & Miller's ever put on the racetrack, and with all of these guys' hard work, and if we do everything right, in 2009 we can win a couple of races maybe. If we don't win a race in 2009, I'll probably be disappointed. But in 2010, we're going for the championship, and every single race we're going to try to win. And if one of these cars can win every week in 2010, I'll be a happy guy.
We know we are very, very good at what we do, and the team has built a fantastic car. But we've never really, in the last couple of years, especially with the C6, we've never really had a chance over here to race anybody good.
You know, everybody has a responsibility, whether it's to your wife, your kids, your family, your mom, your dad. But when you participate in this sport, in the American Le Mans Series, and you see the dedication of these fans, you can't help but develop a sense of responsibility to them. They love you, they expect you to do well, they're really, really excited when you do. You don't want to let them down. So I mean, they drive it from a passion standpoint as much as anything. It's an amazing thing to experience, to be on this side of it.
I know everybody at Chevrolet, and man, again, the legions of Corvette fans, it is psychotic how excited they are about us going there.
If fuel burning, tire smoking wheels stand in action, Mid-Ohio, August 8th. Tune in, Corvette debut.